Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And what year is it again? Because it feels like we're going back in time. Warner Brothers announced a whole bunch of new projects based on older IP from Cartoon Network. And it's not just Warner Brothers. Disney is doing the same thing. They're going back to the well with Phineas and Ferb, and they're trying to get Alex Hirsch back for Gravity Falls.
And they're doing another Prep and Landing.
Another Prep and Landing. So what is going on here? This is like zombie Cartoon Network. So we're going to talk about this because I know a lot of people are going to be like, you thought Cartoon Network was dead. I'm like, no. No, we said they were going to keep Cartoon Network as a brand. And as it stands right now, a lot of this stuff seems to be going to HBO Max.
Well, it's just going to be like a tab on HBO.
That's exactly what it's going to be. Cartoon Network, as a proper network, and this stuff is years out, by the way. I mean, they announced that they're working on it, but it's going to take a couple of years for all this stuff to drop. But Cartoon Network as a standalone network, I think, as a linear network, is living on borrowed time. They just cut back the hours. Cartoon Network, I think it stops at 5 o'clock, and then Adult Swim begins. And Boomerang is basically, now they're saying they're not going to shut Boomerang down because it's kind of an online thing, but they're doing that MeTV Tunes, which is effectively what Boomerang was. So it just looks to me like Warner Brothers is greenlighting a bunch of animation, and where it goes is, I mean, it could even wind up on Netflix. It could wind up on, we don't know yet, because they said they're open to working with other streamers. So I think part of the reason they're greenlighting a bunch of animation too is we have another strike happening. So it might be that, like, hey guys, we don't know how long this one's going to go.
Well, I think, from my understanding, is they're more willing to work with these guys than they were the other way around, because they don't want it to end up like that again. But I thought it was going pretty well, but apparently not.
I thought it was too. I thought the IATSE strike was going to be over and done with pretty quick, but who knows? Anyway, we're going to talk about all the stuff that's been announced, and we don't know where it's going to be. In fact, ToonHive on Twitter says some of these are in development stages, and it has not been confirmed on what they will release for their respective platforms. Basically, we don't know where the shows are going to go, but the ones that they have committed to seem to be going to HBO Max. I'm just saying. So I think Cartoon Network is alive and dead simultaneously. I think it's, as a linear network, it's going to die, but I think Cartoon Network Studios, which is what they're calling
because the brands are tied to it.
Yeah, the brand is tied to it. I think that is going to continue. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
So that wasn't a very big woohoo.
Sorry, I caught my throat. Woohoo! There you go.
You're just not very excited about these shows, are you?
No, actually, some of them I would like to watch. I liked Regular Show. I liked Foster's Home, but I'm not sure what Foster's Fun Time is going to be.
Foster, yeah, they're taking a couple of these and they're making them preschool shows, including BMO. BMO is getting a preschool show.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Ah, that's awesome.
So we'll talk about this.
I wouldn't have put that together, but okay.
No, here's another preschool show, Barbara. That was based on books, I think. But yeah, this is what they announced. We'll go out and look at some of these, and we'll talk about Disney doing the same thing. Foster's Fun Time for Imaginary Friends, so preschool version of Foster's. Scooby-Doo Go-Go Mystery Machine.
That was weird, but it's like anime, so they're probably thinking, what's popular? Anime. But I also am kind of like intrigued. I mean, it's weird, but I'm also like, huh. I'd watch it a couple episodes to see.
Well, we have Scooby and Shaggy, but they look like new characters. They have a Shibu. Is this so? No. He goes,
Scooby and Shaggy on top of the van.
No, right here. Look at that. There's another dog in the truck.
Yeah, but that might be his friend.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They have new characters too.
Oh, you said they're replacing them. Okay,
no, I said that they're the only ones, but they have other characters.
There's 3 new characters by the looks of it.
Yeah, so I think they're going to Japan with new, because this is a Japanese truck, the Mystery Machine. It's
I like it. I think it looks, I mean, I don't know. I mean, when I watch it, I might think it's the most absolute dog shitty thing ever. But so far, I'm kind of intrigued. I mean, I look at it this way. It can't be worse than Velma.
Yeah.
I mean, that bar is really, really low.
Well, they're really going all in on anime because they have the DC Comics anime and they have the Lord of the Rings anime, which actually looks pretty good too.
That's why they're doing it, because that's really popular, and that's probably going to do better than just that they have more Velma.
Yeah, we don't want more Velma.
What else are they having?
Adventure Time, Hey BMO. We'll talk about that. It's another preschool show.
Side Quest.
Adventure Time Side Quests. the Adventure Time movie. So
we have to really like, use what we got.
we got to use what we got. New
Don't
regular
get news
show.
stories, guys. Just use what we got.
Use what we got.
I did like regular show though.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a regular show spinoff, apparently, that has some of the same characters, but not all of it.
See, here's the problem is too, and that you're going to run into is, are they going to bring it back as it was? They're going to bring it back with new people? Because I know, for example, like with Phineas and Ferb, it's the same creators are coming back, and they're making it as a season 5. They're skipping ahead to the next summer, but they're making it. It's a lot of the same people are back. They're trying to keep it close to feeling like the original. So, which I like. I don't want to see them go and like completely mess it up. And that's what I'm afraid of with some of these.
Yeah, well, turning some of them into little kid shows, I don't know. But Adventure Time, that's nothing new. They were doing specials on HBO Max, but they're saying this stuff is mostly coming to Max. So the regular show one is apparently going to, again, have new characters and some of the old characters. The Fosters is going to target... Oh, yeah, the original target is 6 to 11. This is for preschool.
A lot of the people that watch Fosters were adults.
Yeah, Fosters was
Same
good.
for Adventure Time.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. They said that they're from Cartoon Network Studios. They're not saying they're going to be on Cartoon Network. In fact, some of them they already said are going to be on HBO Max. I think they're just making content. I think the way that Warner Brothers is working right now is they're making content, and whoever the highest bidder is, that's where they're going to put it.
So we're going back to what it was before they all decided to have their own streaming networks. You just make content for basically Netflix.
Yeah.
You get paid for it.
Well, it's like the Batman show. Where did they wind up putting that? It was going to be on HBO Max, and then they wound up the new Batman show is going to be on like it's either Netflix or Amazon. And I know that the Batman Christmas special wound up on Amazon. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to make Cartoon Network content. I think they're just going to dump it off on whatever platform will have it, because I don't think Cartoon Network as a linear TV network has much longer to go. Somebody said that the new Total Drama Island only had like 100,000 people watch it.
I think that's one that's really, really run its course. I don't know why they keep doing more of it.
That was a one and done. Like it was funny at first when people had a frame of reference, when it was kind of poking fun at Survivor. But then that like nobody watches Survivor now, so
right,
it's like, yeah, but they're just talking, kids shows.
It hasn't been popular. I mean, I can remember for years.
No, so we have Side Quest. It's gonna be set in the same world as the original characters, and then they're gonna have Fiona and Cake, I guess. Untitled regular show project. It's not even known if Mordecai and Rigby are coming back.
They're not. I'm out.
Yeah, right. So the show's entirely new. It will feature some characters from the original series. They're
still doing Teen Titans Go.
400 episodes of Teen Titans Go.
My kids make fun of that one. They used to watch it, but they're just like, it's all Teen Titans Go. Come on.
Oh my God, they're doing Bat Family based on Merry Little Batman.
Oh shit.
They're doing another Gumball.
I actually loved Gumball. I did.
Yeah, Gumball was good. But these
were shows that adults could watch and enjoy too.
Right.
And, and it sounds like they're just going to dumb them down.
They have a Watchmen coming from DC Animation.
Okay.
Everything is like, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like everything is very kind of safe. Like these were our biggest hits, but that's Warner Brothers right now. Like I think they've made comments to that effect that they're like, yeah, we have to play it safe. We have to, milk all the IP that we have. We're going to reboot Harry Potter. We're going to double down on, Batman. We're going to do whatever is safe. And I don't think we're going to see like really new original, like all these shows were really unique when they first came out, but now I think we're just going to milk them dry. Speaking of milking, we're going to milk Gravity Falls.
Well, they're trying to.
I hope they don't
determine whether if Hirsch comes back. I'm assuming the fact that they aren't just stepping over him and doing what they want means that he has some kind of deal that they have to have him on board somewhat or agree with it, because otherwise they would have just stepped over him.
Yeah, they could, because I know Cartoon Network technically can step over the creators of the original shows, depending on the deal. But like I know with Courage the Cowardly Dog, they did not have the creator of that show involved in the Scooby-Doo team up at all, and he was not very happy about it. I don't even think they called him. But Gravity Falls was fantastic, and
I love
exists.
Gravity Falls.
It existed in another time. Like I can't see Disney making a show like this.
What
now.
was great about these shows were they were for adults and kids. Like you could have your kids watch it and it was fine, but adults, there was lots of stuff that adults would get too. And they, and they still do that somewhat, but not like that used to be. Like a lot of the shows that they're showing, they're bringing back are ones that had a huge adult audience as well as a kid audience.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that they can be made the same way now.
No, but I'm just saying it's interesting because that's the ones that are seemingly picking.
Yeah. And it was, I mean, it really was a good time to be an animation fan, I think, in the 2010s. It was, I mean, we had a lot of really good shows. Some of them were not that great, but a lot of them were fantastic and they were great for, a large audience because you had a show like Gravity Falls that adults could watch with kids and it's going to kind of hit the adults differently than it does the kids. A lot of the jokes are going to go over kids' heads, but he had a beginning, middle, and end. And to go back now, I think, especially with all the back and forth he's had with Disney, I think I don't know. I don't think it's going to work the way he thinks it's going to work if that happens. But money talks, right? Phineas and Ferb coming back, guaranteed.
But that one they are trying to work with the original people, and they got a lot of voice actors back. And I know that they said there's a lot of the writers are back, but they got some new writers too.
Yeah.
But they said they're trying to keep it feeling like the rest of it. Like they're trying to keep it as close to it as they can.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Because again, Disney in 2024 is not Disney of 2010.
Yeah.
Things have changed. Their mandates have changed. Even the corners they're cutting, production, those have changed. So we'll see. But it is very interesting to see them all go back to this era of animation.
Because they already have it and it's safe.
Yeah, it's safe.
They know they have an audience for it if they do. If done right, if you fuck it up, you might as well kiss it away. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But there we go, guys. The ghost of Cartoon Network, the ghost of Disney XD, living on. We're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.